us, we had head coach Kathy George and outside hitter Paige Briggs Romine. Coach, if you would start with an opening statement, and then we'll follow.
Yeah, it was a well fought match, and I think you look statistically, it's pretty even all the way around. I thought there was a lot of fight, a lot of hustle. It was really probably a fun match for people to watch. But when I look at the stat, the glaring thing that sticks out to me is the missed serves from us, and we had 15 to their 4. And statistically, we had more kills than they did, and we're really within striking distance of the efficiency and that type of thing. So it's unfortunately that kind of tells a story a little bit there, and yet there were things that obviously they did that were tough for us to stop, and vice versa. So good match all in all, but really need to focus on some of those things a little bit and make sure that we're capitalizing. They're obviously a good team, so you want to work at getting them out of systems. So it's not like you just want to lay up, but it is something we have to focus on.
What do you credit those 15 service errors to? Is that bad hits or just over aggression? Where does that come from?
I think you are trying to serve tough enough, but then I think it gets to when there's a couple of errors, people start backing off almost and not really getting that kind of hand contact that you need, and staying focused on that moment and what you're going to do instead of what you're worried about not doing. So I think it's making sure our mental focus is where it needs to be at that time, and taking that on, and then making sure we push. Now you see that in a lot of places across the league at different times, and it's just again, it's just something we have to get in there and get that real good quality hand contact, and make sure that we're working. We don't need to be perfect with serving. What we just want to do is gain some sort of advantage. So yeah.
Paige, how motivated were you to be back in Omaha again?
It's always fun to come back and play against your old teammates. I just want to play good volleyball for my teammates. That's really it. Just swing big, go be aggressive, and be fearless out there.
Was it like seeing your name on the banner up in the rafters for that?
That's pretty cool. That is really. It was cool being announced. I didn't expect that, and it's a good moment.
Married since the last time you were here, right?
I did. Yes, in June 15th. So almost a year coming up.
Funny. Yeah. It was awesome. Yeah.
That's crazy, actually.
Romaine is her last name.
Mm-hmm.
The lettuce.
Yes. I know. My family wants lettuce t-shirts.
There you go. I like it.
Yeah, the second set was you're able to string points together a lot more. You had a couple 5-0 runs and won 7 out of 8. What allowed you to get a little more of that momentum to string points?
I thought we did a really good job blocking, and we had some middle attack. We started going after it a little bit that way. The matchups changed a little bit, and we saw that, and there was a little yin and yang with it. But I thought our players really just played hard, and we started playing defense a little bit better as well. And we outblocked. I can't believe. I'm not sure what that was. 15 to. We had a lot of blocks. 12-6. We were starting to capitalize in that area, and I thought we were doing a really nice job of getting hands on balls too, and slowing it down so that we were able to go off. Now I think with obviously Cooper, she kind of had her way a couple times in spurts, and we were struggling to stop her. And she would just pull 2-3 points in a row in that case, and we had to work hard to get back from that. So so just having to staying aggressive there and finding ways to score.
Hey, what would it take to put balls down tonight too? I mean, I think Omaha had 82 digs in 4 sets. What did it take to find the floor offensively?
Yeah, we talked about just being tricky out there, facing one way, hitting the other way. They're a good, scrappy team, so that stuff's going to happen. They're going to make an amazing dig, and we're going to do the same. But it just had to be aggressive.
You have Brooke and you have Natty, who are, arguably 2 of the better diggers out there. And so they take up a lot of space, and they make things happen that way. And so it's pretty cool to see, them and the way they go about that. But they don't let a ball hit the floor without getting the second person getting a hand on it and keeping it alive. So you have to work really hard to get your swings and get your scores. So that's probably one of the biggest things with the Supernovas is, they play really good defense. So you have to earn out.
It had been almost 3 months since you played Omaha. Did you?
My goodness. Yeah, I remember him. But I remember everybody. I remember before 17 years ago when we played him in the scouting report I had, but I can't find my keys. But anyway, but yeah, I do. It was so weird that we haven't played them in so long, and then we'll play them again, 2 more times this season. But it is fun to get get after it. But we remember this place dearly from the championship last year and being here, and enjoyed that experience, and really it was kind of fun coming in here and doing that. So yeah. I think that's the same for somebody else too, Vegas or somebody that you haven't seen. So it's weird that you're seeing that kind of thing going on through the league, but it means you just don't know what's going to happen.
How many practices did Devin had with you?
Really none. It's been yesterday. It was it,
Literally yesterday.
So, seeing what, we know that she hasn't, had a chance to practice with us. So we'll take a look at what she can bring. She's obviously, has a lot of volleyball IQ and is, a great player. So now we want to just see and have that time this week to kind of see what she can bring. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, guys.
outside hitter Reagan Cooper and setter Natalia Valentin Anderson. Reagan led the team with 15 kills, while Nati finished with 41 assists and 20 digs, her second 20-dig match this season. And Camila Gomez not here, but she broke the franchise record for digs in a 4-set match with 24. 82 isn't quite the franchise record for digs in 4 sets, but I believe it's only the second 80-dig 4-set match. Supernovas have had. Bird, if you want to open it up with a statement, your general thoughts on the match, and then we'll open it up for questions.
Grand Rapids is a good team. I know that they've had a lot of personnel changes, and obviously they look different than the first time we played them earlier this season, but I'm proud of our response after set 2. That team is physical. Obviously, they're leading the leagues in blocks for a reason, and we got back into rhythm and moving the ball around. Nati did a great job finding that again, and you can tell with the distribution, but we need to stay in attack mode. Our team knows that. I think we got that message pretty clear.
Loud and clear.
Mm-hmm.
Reagan, when you hear that attack mode, what does that mean to you?
Basically, just swinging as hard as I can every time, obviously in a smart way. I don't want to be like sailing balls to the fans, but honestly, we'd rather that than being like too lax, because then we're just giving them points, giving them momentum to keep attacking us hard. So that was a big message after that second set, was we need to go out there and just swing, because that's what they were doing to us, is like tooling off our block, just swinging away, and it was working. And so we did that as well, and ended up working.
Coach, it had been almost 3 months since you played that team. How strange was it to try to prepare for them?
I mean, it was like any scout. You just look at the personnel, what they've been doing recently. Obviously, Cam Turner didn't play that much against us, but we're familiar with her because just Kansas ties and all that. But she runs a great offense, great tempo. And Paige got us. I mean, Paige played in our gym last season, so we knew exactly what she could do. And that second set, they really showed it. So they're a great team. And I think as they continue to find their lineup and their rhythm, they're going to be a tough team to play. So I'm glad that we got this one and responded well after that second set.
Now, what did you see from Reagan in that third set? She went, I think she had 8 kills on 12 swings. What did you see from her to rise to that level?
Honestly, that's just Reagan. Like, Reagan is just a silent killer.
Silent assassin.
No, I usually I keep a really good track of what I do with my hitters, and I know I hadn't set her much in the first 2 sets in good situations, so I wanted to put her in the best situation possible. She had a great matchup too, so I just feed her, and she, produce like as usual.
Reagan talked about that third set that put Omaha back in charge, but how important was it to win that third one after they had just tied it up?
Yeah, it was very important. I think we needed that for our confidence as well. Not that our confidence was like way down, but it felt like we were just getting attacked by their offense and we couldn't attack back. So after that third set, we knew we could, like we were on their level in terms of like our arm swing, our physicality. And so after that third set, it was like, okay, yeah, we know that we can take this, and we did.
Now, Jeff kind of mentioned all the defense stuff. Can you all tell when you're having a night like that, when you get a lot of balls up? I mean, do those numbers, when you hear them, surprise you? Like, oh, yeah, I mean, we did that.
I mean, that's us every single day at practice. Like, we grind for our points, and we have a thing of just earning points rather than like expecting the opponent to make a mistake. And that's what we do in practice every single day. So it's not that it doesn't surprise me, because 20 is a lot of digs, but I still feel like I could get more. I don't know.
I wasn't going to say it.
Yeah, like honestly, like there's a couple in there that I should have dug. So I don't even look at the end number of digs. I want to dig with quality and as often as I can.
Coach, Omaha's won 6 out of 7. Just talk about trying to finish this homestand on a positive note next weekend.
This team, it's been fun being back home because it's a different challenge. Obviously, that Indy match wasn't what we wanted, but I also don't think we had a solid week of preparation. And this week, it shows like we had a good week of practice and we had 2 solid matches. We're going to be challenged by our opponents. But the challenge for us and what we keep talking about now is how are we going to get to our best? Because we haven't played it yet. And so we need to keep striving for that. And that's the focus when we get in the gym to train. So we'll be off tomorrow, but then we have a solid week of practice before Orlando comes in.
What was it like having Ray courtside? Oh, he hadn't been to a Supernovas match
No.
before. What was it like to have him courtside and have a Jayhawk themed kind of night?
That was his first match, and I loved it. I loved it for the players, obviously, and Cam too for Grand Rapids. It's just cool. He's a huge part of all of our careers. I mean, them as players, me as a coach. But I mean, it's special. I love having him here. We told him he has to come back. That's like his seat now. He just needs to be there for the rest of our home matches. But he is one of the best humans, best people, and I love spending time with him. So it was awesome to have him here.
Reagan, what did it mean for you?
He's the reason why I continued to play volleyball my 5th year and at this level. So like all credit to him. I was done after Texas Tech, and then I ended up playing at Kansas my 5th year. I was just ended up being convinced. It's a long story, but I played for him, and then I realized I like volleyball again because I was under his coaching and his coaching staff. All the coaching staff are amazing. And then the season ended, and I was done. And he was like, that can't be your last game after we lost to Penn in the NCAA championship. And I was like, I don't know. I don't really want to. Like, Bird knows. I literally told her I'm not going to.
I talked to
Go
her,
pro.
and then she said no to me.
Yeah. I said
Going
no.
into
I
the
didn't answer
draft.
anybody. And then I got drafted, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll give it a try. But I wouldn't have considered it if Coach B hadn't like instilled that confidence in me. So
Do it.
thanks, Coach B.
I'm still glad that Columbus. I'm so glad. I'm thankful for Angel for just drafting her blind,
Yeah.
because there's no way that this sport would. I mean, it's too much fun, and it's awesome to have players like Coop. So I'm so glad that they did that. I was mad at the initial moment, but now
No, yeah, I was asleep during the draft. People know the story. It's a whole thing. I was in bed, so I really wasn't going to come, and then I did. So
she did.
I didn't lie to you when I said I wasn't going to
Nope.
come. So,
Guys.
Awesome.
Can we sign every press conference off with this sound?
Mm-hmm.